So hello friends, welcome back, and in this video we are going to see Codeforces educational round 646. Okay, so starting off with problem A. So problem A was pretty simple, but it was implementation heavy, means you need to have more if else conditions. So problem name is odd selection. Okay, so first of all, as usual, I will explain the problem statement, what the problem says with a few examples, and then we will move on to the approach and then the solution. So yeah, let me extend it. Yeah, it is extended now. So problem says that you are having n. Okay, n means n elements, and we also will be having x, means we have suppose if we have n elements, then we have to make out a subset out of these n elements, a subset of size x of these n out of these n elements, and the subset which I made, the sum of this subset of x elements, it should be odd. So basically I have to state that if it is possible to make a subset of x elements so that its sum is odd, and if it is possible then we need to print answer yes, and if it is not possible then we need to print answer no. So let's see from few examples. So first, a basic example, as you can see that I have 1 and 1, which means value of n, number of elements are 1, and the value of x, which means number of subset I need to choose is also 1, and the element is 999. So as you can see, the element is itself odd and I need to choose only one element. So it states that it is possible. So my answer is yes. Let's take one other example. So let's take the example, second example. So n is 2, the x is 2, 51 and 50. So as you can see that I need to opt for something of size 2, and I know that the elements are itself of size 2, then I will opt for these two, so the sum will be odd. So my answer is yes. Let's take last third example, which is 2 and 1. Elements are 2, which are 51 and 50. So basically I need to opt for one element, so I will opt for an odd element so that I will get 51, and I will print yes, because if I opted for 50 then I would have my sum as even, which I never wanted. So what the basic first intuition which I am having is that out of these n elements I have to choose x elements. Okay, so let's arbitrarily say that my n is 7, let's say, and my x, let's suppose, is 5 for now. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. So let me erase it, and yeah, so now I have to choose 5 elements, and I have out of 7 elements. So first of all, what my basic need is that the sum should be odd. So the basic condition for sum should be odd is that I need to have my sum, I need to have the number as odd plus even, which gives me odd. Because if the number are odd plus odd, then it gives me even, and even plus even also gives me even. So from this only I will have my intuition. What intuition? That see, ultimately what I wanted is to have this as odd, which means the condition this. So I need to have one thing as odd. Okay, I am let's suppose I am having the number here as odd. So be sure that here you place an even number, because see, if you place an odd here, okay, if you place an odd here, then odd, and if it will not become even, then it will harm my here, which is the odd, which is available here. So I need to make it even. So what I will do to make it even, I will place one odd here again. Now you will ask, Aryan, okay, if I had odd here again, then I will see no worries, you have to place an odd here again. But if you will say that, Aryan, what if I had 6 places like here also available, then I will say, see, if you wanted your answer to be yes, then you need to place an even here, because if you place an odd here, so it will pair up with the first one, which is the odd here, and it will become finally even, and I only wanted odd, so I have to place an even here. So from here I can get my whole intuition. What is that? That, let me change the color, that if I am having these x elements, then the one, then first of all I will check how many number of, suppose I have my array, as you know that I have the array of n elements. Okay, so from this array of n elements I will check how many numbers are odd, means odd count, and how many numbers are even, which means even count. In the code which I write, I represented this as simple count, and I represented this as even count underscore even. So yeah, remember that when I am showing the code, I will represent it by like that. Okay, now for the array of n elements, I will show you the odd count and the even count. So it is first of all very sure that my odd count should not be 0, because if my odd count is 0, it means that the odd element is never present, and if my odd element is never present, it means I can't place one odd element here. It means my answer will be even always, and if my answer is even always, then my answer is no. So first condition is that if my odd count is 0, then my answer will be no. Now for the next condition, that if my odd count is not 0, means it is more than or equal to 1, then I will place one odd value here. So the remaining odd count, it will be odd count minus 1. So it is a remaining odd count, and I still have the even count. So I have these numbers available. So what I will do, I will first of all place my odd numbers in pairs. How? Means if my odd numbers, let's suppose these numbers which are remaining odd, suppose these are 6. So I will place in pairs, means 0 0 odd 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 odd, so that it makes it even. Now the remaining places I will place even numbers. Okay, understanding? The first of all I will utilize all my odd numbers in pairs, which means in even numbers, and the remaining places I will fill with the even numbers. And at any step, if it fails to satisfy, which means at any step, if the even numbers, suppose if the even numbers are not remaining and I still have the value remaining, so my answer will be no. If at any steps my even number is my suppose values empty here, and I can't make like odd numbers here in even, so my answer will be no. Okay, understanding? At any other condition, my answer will be no. Else, if I'm able to make like this, like even or anyhow any numbers like even here, then my answer will always be yes. So I will quickly show you the code. Okay, so let me show you the code here. Yeah, so as you can see, let me increase the size. Okay, yeah, I hope now, yeah, you can see now. So as you can see here, first of all I had my t number of cases, then I input my n and x. Okay, then I input my array elements. So as I showed you that it is for odd and it is for even. Okay, so I will check if my I will have the value that how many number of odd numbers are there and how many number of even numbers are there. Now the first condition, if my although you can see basically the code which I wrote here, it is slightly bit longer, but you can shrink it according to yourself by making the condition smaller. So yeah, it is the first thing, but I wrote it like this, so yeah, it is my way. So although you can make it much smaller by shrinking the conditions according to your way. So the first condition is if n is equal to x, means the size of my subset which I need to choose, it is equal to the size of the array. Then I need to check just basically that if my odd numbers are basically, if odd, then my answer will be yes, because see last value would be odd. Okay, and the rest I will make pairs out of that, and else my answer will be no. But if my x is less than n, then first of all I will check if my number of odd numbers are 0, then my answer will always be no, because I said that at last place I need to place one odd, and if it is not possible, then my answer will be no. But Then I will check my remaining number of elements. The remaining number of elements will be x minus 1, because as you know that I have placed one odd at the last position, and the remaining number of odd elements will also reduce by 1 because I have utilized one odd value. Now, as you know that I said that I will place my odd numbers in pairs. So if I will place my odd number in pairs, then the first thing I will say that if my remaining numbers which are here as I showed you, if it is more than number of odd numbers by 2 into 2, so basically I do it like this because it will have my floor value, because if 7 upon 2 is also 3 and 6 upon 2 is also 3, so basically I need the even number of numbers, means the whole number of numbers basically. So I will do my remaining also remaining minus number of odd values which I utilized up till now, and still if my remaining is remaining, if my rim value, which means the remaining number of places I need to fill with odd or even, if it is still remaining and my even count is becoming 0, or the less than the remaining number of, then my answer will be no, else my answer will be yes here. Now else, in else condition, it means the remaining number of elements I had was less, basically. So what I will do, I will check if my remaining is even. So basically I will place my all elements here. So my answer will be yes. Else I will check if my even numbers are not available. So my answer will be no. If my even numbers are available, so my answer will be yes. So so basically it was a basic if else condition. So I will surely suggest you guys to please basically mark all the conditions, because basically you have to write if else. So it might happen that the code which I showed you here might not be very useful for you, because these implementation heavy questions are basically more intuitive when you write them own. Because see, the basic things like what if, what if, what if. So after these what ifs you will write it, so you will better understand it more. And in the explanation I showed you the everything that how you will approach it. So yeah, it's all for this question, and you can make sure to take the help of the code which I showed you or explained you. And yeah, see you in the next problem B. Bye.